Hey guys, Logan here. So, I just got back from seeing The Fate of the Furious, the 8th installment of the Fast and Furious franchise. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating, this is the 8th one. The story for this movie goes as Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, being forced to turn his back on the whole Fast and Furious family and work with the new villain in this movie, Sci-Fi, played by Charlize Theron. And the whole Fast and Furious movie had to go on a mission to find Dominic Toretto, take him back from Sci-Fi, and bring her down. That's the premise of this movie. I want to say this right off the bat that I enjoyed this movie. Is it better than Fast 5 and Fast and Furious 6? No. It's not. But it is better than the ones like the Fast and the Furious, which is, I think, the 4th one. Now, the other installments, like the first one, I actually really liked the first one. The second one I thought was actually cool and all. I thought it was alright. I have not watched Tokyo Drift. And like I said about the 4th one, which was the Fast and the Furious. And now the 5th one, which, in my opinion, is tied to the 6th one, which is Fast and Furious 6, as the best installment of the series, at least to me. And I really do like Furious 7, which a lot of people did not love. And like I said about this one, The Fate of the Furious, this is now the 4th straight really good Fast and Furious movie. Now, let's start with the casting. The casting was great. Vin Diesel as Dom, great. Michelle Rodriguez as Letty, great. Tyrese Gibson as Roman, great. Ludacris as Jay, great. Nathan Emmanuel as Ramsey, great. Jason Statham as Deckard Shaw, great. And one of my absolute favorites working in Hollywood today, Dwayne "The Rock" freaking Johnson as Hobbs. That's a freaking awesome cast! Or the original cast, yes, from the original ones. But the new actors in new roles in this movie. What do I think of them? Well, first off, Charlize Theron as Sci-Fi. She did a pretty good job in this movie. She played a really good villain in this movie. Her performance as Sci-Fi was great. Her character as Sci-Fi was great. The way she played her villainous character in this film was absolutely flawless. Scott Eastwood, the son of Clint Eastwood, as Little Nobody. He did a fine job. Now, I'm not saying he's terrible and all. I'm just saying he didn't really stood out like the ones like The Rock, Michelle Rodriguez, Vin Diesel, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, and a bunch of others like Jason freaking Statham. But he did fine, so I will let him go. The story was pretty much not important in this movie. I mean, yes, it does carry the story about Dominic Toretto stabbing his family in the back, being forced to work with Charlize Theron's character. It does do that, but it's not what you came to see this movie for. You came to see this movie just to see the fun, exciting, and ridiculous and over-the-top action scenes in this movie that involve cars. Now, speaking of action scenes in this movie, what do I think of the action scenes in this movie? They were over-the-top, but entertaining at the same time. They really are. They're over-the-top, but they're also entertaining. And I love the action scenes in this movie. Now, I gotta talk about the scenes with The Rock and Jason Statham sharing their hatred for each other and talking trash to each other. I absolutely freaking love those scenes. It's hilarious. That was pretty much one of the crowning jewels of this movie as far as I'm concerned. Now I gotta talk about one thing in this movie, and if you really think this is a spoiler for this movie, you're absolutely wrong. This was posted on sites like Facebook just maybe a couple days right after this movie came out in theaters. So pump your brakes, calm down, this is not a spoiler. So here we go. There was a scene near the end of the film where Jason Statham, as Deckard Shaw, came aboard on an airplane while it's flying, and he had to rescue this baby. And while he was escaping with the baby, he makes all this dialogue talking to the baby very kindly, while also fighting and kicking some ASS's. If you watch a Facebook video of that scene, you will know what I'm talking about. It was another one of the crowning jewels of this movie. Actually, I laughed my butt off. But yeah, putting that aside, what are my overall thoughts on The Fate of the Furious? The fight scenes were over the top and entertaining at the same time. Some of the scenes with the dialogue were cheesy, but they worked. And the chemistry, or lack thereof, between The Rock and Jason Statham was hilarious. And the characters in this movie were great. Most of them, actually. This is actually one of those movies where you can actually turn your brain off and just have fun with the movie for what it is, being a ridiculous and over-the-top, but also fun and entertaining action movie. That's basically The Fate of the Furious, and a few other installments before it. So, with all the things I said, I am giving The Fate of the Furious a gold medal of honor. So anyway, guys, that is my review for The Fate of the Furious. If you guys enjoyed my review for The Fate of the Furious, please click the like button, and if you have seen The Fate of the Furious, comment down below to let me know what you think of it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please click the subscribe button so that you never miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. Peace.